Hello, how's everyone doing? Hello, V, Master, Jersey. How you guys doing? Labris, Janet, how you guys are? I hope you're all doing good. If you want event bonuses, use my Chunokun Hang Love, but I only have 2 egos, so deal with it. Fair, I'll see what I will do. The game is lying to us. We never left 8 score. I don't want to be in China no more. Neither do I. It feels like I'm literally stuck in China in every fucking game I play. We're playing Age of Empires as 8 Corp now. Yeah. I'm back at the square building again. Welcome. So this is what you guys were talking about. You were talking about the Intervallo. Yes, actually the event of the Intervallo actually having a run. Haven't done the dailies. Balls. I see. Well, I didn't know that, and I wasn't planning for that. So the actual interval the actual interval we're gonna be focusing on, obviously, it's gonna be, you know, it's gonna be the cultivation. So music's not up. I know music's not up. Man, don't get... Look, Labris, I appreciate the help. I truly do. But the thing is, I do actually listen to everything you guys listen. I am actually obsessed with sound. So that was also the very reason... That was also the very reason why the stream delayed, because I was wearing my earphones. It was all good. Open up the game, and then a buzz started happening, and I'm like, "Fuck! Now I'm gonna have to restart the PC because this kind of bug, this kind of buzz, has happened before. I don't know why it happens, but it does happen. So, unless you're not listening to me. Everything else you do listen, I do know about. I just don't know if you do listen to me. That is the one thing I don't know. We're still on H Corp. Yield my flesh collider. No, thank you. Well, clear this interval and Canto 9 to get out of H Corp. Canto 9 takes place in H Corp. Oh no. Should I actually put the game sound on? You know what? I'm gonna put the game sound on. I meant the music for the new Intervallo menu. I know. It's because I don't have the audio, the game open. I knew what you were talking about. As I said, everything that you listen to, I listen to. There is no way something you listen to I don't listen to. Excluding my own voice. I cannot know if you're actually listening to my voice. Because that's the only thing I do not listen to. I have to believe that you're listening to my voice. Or I'm just talking to the ghosts in my head. Might as well put the game on. It's really funny what happened the moment we actually left H4, but it's spoiler. I see. Wow.
좋아, 한 줄 지워주지.
그려낸 대로
I played Cyberpunk for 7 hours straight the day before the intervallo. You mean now, this week? No, before the new intervallo drop. I see. Speaking of Cyberpunk, by the way, I actually returned to, you know, I did return to actually to finish the actual anime of Cyberpunk, of Edge Runners, I mean.
그려낸 대로
I never really finished it. I was one of the first who actually was intrigued to actually watch it, and ultimately I got distracted and I never actually watched it. And I also got to download, you know, Wuthering Waves, because I couldn't help it, okay? But man, it was like the actual file size actually was big. Like I remember when I first downloaded Wuthering Waves, it was like around 60 gigabytes, and now it was 100, and I'm like, fuck. Wait. There we go.
반드시 팬다. 아비들도
The only thing I know is that the anime is good and we shouldn't let Ryosho say Cyberpunk.
앞으로의 모든 것을
Okay. Hank, don't abbreviate Cyberpunk. No. Yes. There we go. Well, Wuwa has a fucking miniature version of the Night City. That's why it's 100 gigs now. You know what? It looks like they put a lot of like effort into it. Like, obviously the banner having its own unique currency, it's actually ultra bullshit, as Labyrinth had said. That being said, though, I didn't know there is actually an Adam Smasher
조금 많이
boss fight in the game. I'm like, oh fuck, okay. They really put their work in. Like, in terms of actual collab, legit better than Fate's, you know, the Fate collab with Honkai Star Rail. And that says a lot, you know.
그려낸 대로
No, it doesn't say much. Actually, the Fate collab was shit. I'm just saying it from my personal perspective, that I really love Honkai Star Rail, and ultimately they really did a better job. Unique currency, ew. Yeah, I know. I have no idea what the fuck they were thinking. And rip for every person who actually converted to the actual currency of the game, and they couldn't actually get the new currency as a result. Yeah, for mobile the size is similar to Honkai Pack 3rd. I see.
알고 있고
I'm planning to play Wuwa on my own leisure. Like, I was thinking about streaming the game, but I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Like, who really wants to watch that, you know, after so long? This is what it is.
시연합니다.
Finally, Collider agrees with me about the Fate collab. Hey, let's be honest. The collab itself, I remember when I actually did stream it, that it wasn't really something that I was very happy about. I did complain about quite a few things. The one thing that was good, obviously, was the animations. Like, the animations and the combat of the characters, seeing them at full-on 3D was by all means refreshing, you know? But the truth is, in terms of story, they didn't really deliver much of anything. Nor they had any unique boss fight. Nor they had a new map. Something that Wuthering Waves has for, you know, Cyberpunk, you know? Not only that, but they had multiple customizable things too, like, I realized that they have like a banner of a drink.
되어내리라
I don't know if it's in the anime, so don't spoil me. They have like the I think it's probably from the game actually that they added it at as a reference. The Martinez drink. And I was like, fuck, they actually added a banner like that? Damn, I wanna have that. And I'm like, shit, they literally didn't give us anything in the Fate collab, did they? We don't have Fate banners in the fucking game. They should use the OG Fate, the freaky one for collabs. There is no fucking way we're gonna turn Honkai Star into an Eroge, man. My only criticism though is that they only said it 2 weeks before the event. Uwa Cyber collab is accurate, but the execution is horrible. Really? Well, from the outside it seems okay. I'm gonna have to play it in order to see for myself. I saved 1 year lunacy for the collab, and even after getting everything, I still hate that banner. Here's what I'll say about the collab. I could see the direction they were trying to take the story in, but it's like trying to overlay HSR and Fate over one another, but it just felt flat. Look, I'm the kind of person who actually loves crossovers. I love cameos too. I love them to death, actually. The very nickname of World Collider, which I have, actually derives from this kind of, you know, passion of mine when it comes to multiverses and such. But the thing is, if you are to actually, you know, take the whole thing seriously, it's already dead on arrival. Like, the one thing that makes things work when it has to do with crossovers is that you shouldn't really take it too seriously, because there is always gonna be plot holes. And the plot holes exist for the sake of balancing of whatever story they had written for the, well, for the crossover itself, you know what I mean? Like, in some cases some things don't make sense. In other cases it might actually downright be preposterous to actually strip a character from some ability because that ability is way too broken for whatever story they're trying to say. The thing is, it's difficult to make a good crossover story, and that is something which I have literally actually looked very closely upon, considering the fact that I'm a sucker for such things. That being said, there is good to be had to an aspect of, you know, there is good to be had in crossovers if it's just, you know, dumb fun and it basically follows the rule of cool. You know what I mean? Like, in most cases, you really shouldn't take it seriously. You should just take it as some sort of celebration for the franchises involved. You know what I mean? And this is how I have always enjoyed crossovers. And this is how I also tell people to enjoy crossovers, because that's the only way you will not feel irritated by the minor mishaps. Because here's the thing. Let's assume that that one franchise has like a flawless story, like actual masterpiece of writing. But the same cannot be said for the other franchise. So in order for the crossover to happen, the other franchise has to, which has the masterful writing, it has to actually take that one blow of, you know, downgrading itself a little bit for the sake of things making at the very least some sense for the story that was, you know, tailored. You know what I mean? It is sad if you actually get caught up in these kinds of details. So as a result, you should just take it as something that, you know what, you just enjoy the possibility, not really focusing whether the possibility is actually canon or not. You know what I'm trying to say? Man, walls of walls on text. People, you really have some things to say about crossovers, don't you? Give me a sec to read all that. Valid. However, it is better since they actually tells you that you can't shard. But in WoW 2 weeks to tell it was unique currency. That's like very late. I see. Same here, but the issue I have is when it comes to Fate and when it comes to HSR, some Fate rules were broken, some HSR rules were broken. It's not plot holes, more like plot lacking constant steam in a sense. Like giving us command seals, but I don't think we ever use the command seal at all throughout the whole story. Like I'll give you an example of good collab, Nier and Final Fantasy XIV. You would think that would never work, but ironically enough it worked almost perfectly. Here's the thing, I never really reached the point where I actually got to play the Nier dungeons in Final Fantasy XIV, so I couldn't really say what they really did good that HSR and Fate did not. I can only tell what HSR and Fate did bad, you know, because that's the only knowledge I really have. When it comes to crossovers, things have changed. Like, let's be honest, things have changed. Like, one of the most famous crossovers, it's obviously Super Smash Bros, right? And back then, when the first Super Smash Bros came out, it was like it was almost 30 years ago actually, if you think about it. And back then, gaming was just dumb fun. Of course, there was some nice story to be told, but people didn't really got obsessed with the details of said story. Not to mention that stories themselves were actually a little bit simpler to be said, compared to how stories now have become so much perplexed, you know, because writers constantly try to surpass expectations in some way, or overall, you know, try to subvert expectations, you know what I mean? Again, things have changed, and people most of the time when they think of a crossover, they try to think of how things will actually work out when it comes to bringing together two scenarios that most of the time it takes a lot of effort to actually be able to draw proper parallels without bastardizing either of them. It's a very big challenge, and as a result, most crossovers do fail, and it is sad. So, if I am to say what the final opinion I have about crossovers overall is that I just want to have fun. And that's just about it. If I'm not having fun, then the game itself is not really gaming, you know what I mean? Fun fact, collab with the free trial, you can now. I mean, I have played Final Fantasy XIV Labyrinth, I just don't have the time to continue playing. Also, another great crossover collided Limbus and Arknights. Are you sure? I mean, I wouldn't know because, again, I haven't seen the story. I think I remember you guys complaining about the egos or something from that collab, if I remember correctly. Smash was meant and built as a crossover to begin with. I think it's quite different with it. Sure, a collab and a crossover is two different things, but how are you supposed to really call a crossover collab, you know what I mean? Depends on how you see it. I guess a collab is a collab and a crossover is a crossover. Like a crossover was created for the sake of being a crossover, a collab was just created for the sake of fun. Or for the sake of just having some sort of collaboration that, you know, is eye-catching. I get that. At least a story I can give a pass for the most part, but I value transparency more in my opinion. That's why I had an issue with the reveal of the unique currency. You can't do the collab story anymore, but you can watch the story after springtime. I will do so. I have said I will do. The egos are great. Great. Just that the issue is that drop rate stays the same for the most part. That's the community criticism for the most part. I see. Well, okay. We talked a lot about that, and we really have like lost 40 minutes of runtime. I really did not see myself actually finishing this interval today either. Let me think. What am I missing? I think there we go. Yippee. We need more sound. Excellent. Okay. Where were we? That's right. We were training our very own hierarch. Let's go. I mean, the first 20 plus minutes was technical issues. Yes. Oh shit! I forgot I have to manage that shit. Man. I still don't remember which combos I. Wait a minute. Okay. Okay, let me see. We're having something here. Yes, I don't see any collabs with Hangla. That means Hangla has to match with someone. Who could he possibly match with? Shit, I can't think of anyone. Maybe I think I should focus on his study actually. He teaches about assassination evasion, so we could go for military with this is military drills. Not gonna lie though, the most powerful like combo is Gregor Mersault Utis. That is a one powerful combo. But I really need to take a little bit of risks in order to find the other combos. Shit. You know what? YOLO. Yes! Ooh! Okay, found something. Managed to tell the difference between the balls by reading Hangla, blah 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 blah. Yes, I know. No combo here, but that's okay. Alright. Oh hey, Rhodia, all about the poker face. Okay. The Arcanites collab took time of another canon interval. It was a big nothing burger. Since the initial hype died, I saw much more criticism of Limbus Arcanites collab surfacing. Ah, I see. Just to add more context to the collab not long after Wapipi, considering the gacha spaces, I think you know how it is. Yeah, they really actually throw the, you know, it was the demon months where everyone was just scraping by with what little pulls they had. It was legit horrible to get the collab egos if you didn't had every other ego on the pool already. Overall, I feel like the three main things a collab should be is a good story that doesn't affect the main story, be fun and replayable, and provide a good feeling rewards at the end. If it provides at least 2 of 3, it would be a sense of success. True. What did I miss? Nothing, Janet. We're training our monarch over here. Okay, all about the poker face. I get the feeling that she's actually collabing, excuse me, with Mersault best. Mersault and who else? I could take Hangla again. You know what? Since we're doing board games. No, wait a minute. He actually increases morale. We need to do something that we don't, you know. We need to do something that actually drains energy. Sure. No, wait. Yes, this. You know something? Everyone communicates with their eyes even before they talk. So you better pay attention to what their eyes are saying. These faces say everything. Great, that's really great, but I don't know, I just kind of feel like an oddly specific subject to be like an oddly specific subject to be talking about, especially when we're sitting around a gambling table. To Claire, given the time limit, this just happened to be the fastest and clearest method of demonstrating and training your abilities to control your emotions. I swear I had no other ulterior motive. I was practically forced to do this. She's probably actually lying this very moment for all we know. Hey, wait, stop glaring at us like that and join us at the table. I'm only briefly visiting my lady to pick up some paperwork, as there is still much work to be done. I'll be leaving in no time. Come on, guy. You know this game needs 4 players. I refuse your invitation. I must say, it's ridiculous of you to force my lady to partake in such a base activity. And what audacity to invite me as well. So you think you don't have a chance, huh? Wow, and here I thought you'd at least be better than me at this game. Fine, I get it. Don't play a game you have no snowball's chance in hell of winning. It's a good philosophy, I subscribe to it. You do? Do you seriously think your shallow, obvious attempts at goading me into playing this game will work? Huh? What? Sorry, scrub what? Says what? So enjoy the table. Oh, fuck off. Mahjong ass. Not gonna lie, I hate Mahjong. Not because it's a bad game, but because it's extremely difficult for me to you know, remember all the symbols on the fucking tiles. I personally think Kim Ji-hoon did everything he could to make the collab fair. Announced the entire year prior, gave free lunacy in the collab event and free temple just for the sake of it. The whole collab was just his passion because he likes Arknights a lot. Fair, it's his game after all, but that also isn't a player concern. I actually love Mahjong myself. I'm very mediocre on it, but I love it. Fair. Also, Mahjong Sul and Final Fantasy XIV Mahjong have English numbers on the tiles. Okay. Alrighty, the lesson's pretty straightforward. You three will work together to ensure that I don't win this game. In other words, make sure I'm not first by the end of it. God damn. God damn, the confidence in that Slav girl over there. Jesus Christ. Well, that seems easy enough. Not at all. If someone was to turn to me and actually say something like that, I would genuinely be concerned. But be warned, I have the special power to read into your minds without hearing even a word out of your mouths. Let me give you a demonstration. Let's see. Sinclair, I can see the corners of your lips twitching while your eyes are suspiciously wandering over there. You are looking to form a panga, aren't ya? And Xichun, you... Thanks for all the expressions. And you want this dong tile I've got. Now I know to never ever discard this tile. Did you know? Honestly, it would have been tougher for us to not know. You can let yourselves be anxious, sir, but don't ever let it peek through. The moment someone smells your weakness, man, she can smell weaknesses, they are going to eat you right up. Jesus Christ. And wait, you... Hey, that's unfair. Using the glint of your glasses to hide your eyes, huh? Phew, this isn't gonna be easy. Your greatest mistake tonight was allowing me a seat at this table. Jesus Christ. Man, this guy, when he's pissed, he's pissed. Remember when Destiny 2 had an Arknights collab? No. I mean, Destiny 2 actually had multiple collabs with many franchises. I do know that, you know, Destiny 2 had a collab with For Honor, though. I didn't really like the costumes. Not that they are not cool, I just never really liked the space vibe of Destiny 2. Nice game indeed, but not my kind of game, you know what I mean? Not to mention actually that, yeah, right now we also have the Dead by Daylight collab going on with For Honor. Again, my opinion, it is to each our own, so I can't really help on that. Exactly, they announced it, but in the end it was never done. Oh, really? Okay. I already know the ready hand you've got there. Oh, you do? Not bad. But you're just as much of an open book, my guy. You just need that one junk tile, don't ya? Sorry, not sorry. You're not getting that tile, because it's not there. Holy shit. Gang. I see. You called gang meld so you can claim the junk, which was the rearmost tile, didn't ya? Doesn't that mean by any chance imply that you somehow know the location of every tile in this game? Nah, no way. I just have this sixth sense of bad vibes. Very well. Never once did I think I would ever step back into this dark world of shadows, but... very well, then I'll be setting this Hua aside and... Phew, I'm impressed. They're way too intense. I can hardly get involved. Guys, isn't this supposed to be a class for us? Shh, my lady! The importance of this moment could not be overstated. Wow. I see. Swapped out your ready hand, didn't ya? What do you think? 3 Hua tiles in a row, huh? I see you've got some innate luck too. Very well then, I have to wager it all on this one suit. What kind of expression is this? This is the first time I have seen him with such an expression. I won. That's a Queen Yao Ju hand. Your downfall was written the moment you forced me to discard Zhong. Darn, I lost that, huh? Well played. You see that, my lady? Apologies for that vulgar display, my lady. I will bring some tea. The guy has some inner demons to fight. Jesus Christ. Also, it's a very common sentiment that Kanto 9 lacking an intervallo was kind of an issue to the Kanto. Well, Final Fantasy XIV had to collab with Phantasy Star Online, but they got Odin as a boss, but Final Fantasy XIV got nothing. Oh, really? Man, I didn't know that either. By liking, I mean a prologue intervallo for Kanto 9. I see. My only comment on that is that I don't have an issue on it, and that's that. Way Victoria stumbles out of the room with his shoulders slammed. Wow. By playing various games with Roddy, I didn't just learn how to hide my expressions, I learned how to hide my gesture tells too. Crap. The poker actually didn't work with a tabletop RPG. But it did work with Utis! Can be destroyed but not defeated. Worked with Sinclair to come out with a creative solutions to all kinds of trails we faced on the adventure. Alright, let me think. Man, there are still quite a few combos I haven't found. This one actually will hunt my nightmares. What the... Bro, it must be one of the first few characters. Which combination did I not do? Could it be Mersault and... Yes, it is! Mersault and... Don Quixote. Shit. Okay then. Only now I've come to realize that Don Quixote overall is someone I didn't really put together with many other characters, so... What if I do this combination of high morale stats on everyone? This is gonna be interesting. Yes! 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 Knew it! Knew it! Yes! Yes! Yes, man! Okay, found all 2 combos. Nice. Gotta up your Zhu and Yang. I know. I was just trying to find combos before I focus properly on... Land a pathetic response passive. Okay. Alright, so let me see here. Oh, there we go. We found it. Jesus Christ. Okay. We still have quite a few we haven't found. I'm just gonna have to actually mix up things from here on out. Okay. Z and Yong. So we need... We need green and blue. Above all. Green. Okay, blue, green. Green and blue right here. Yeah. Focus on getting these. Another combo. Nice. More combos. Nice. Yes. Okay, Jackson gained 60 max HP. Man, at the bestest moment right before the battle. Jackson's Critical Strike skill improved. Crimson Phoenix skill improved. And Power Torture Techniques passive. Nice. 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 I genuinely do think that we're actually doing well. Oh, this guy. I heard from Big Bro that you send your coins to Big Brother Chiu. Every hand once in circulation goes around and round until it eventually returns to their original owners. Also heard that some of the Wang family helped with removing the foreign powers from here. Why? I only wanted to prevent this place from getting robbed blind. I live here, you know. This is where my wealth lies. Well then, can I ask for your public support? Oh, I applaud your audacity thinking someone who just gave you the moon should be asked for the stars as well. Everyone and their mother knows in whose hands the true political power of Hongyuan lies right now. With that in mind, let's say that I do announce my public support for you. I'm not going to have a voice to speak with, but by the time the powers that be are done with me. Look, if Big Sis Yuan Chun genuinely believes that I'm not fit to be the family hierarch, then I'll happily remove myself from power. But she's affiliated with Q Corp. Do you seriously believe she has Hong Yuan's best interest at heart with all those conspiracies she's been weaving under the surface? All those business deals and clearly skewed policies? I do not. But if you're going to present yourself as the alternative, then you have to be someone concrete enough to rely on. Let me just say that that about half of the board of directors' votes may as well be considered abstaining votes. They are keeping their silence because they are afraid of Jia Yuanchun's retaliation. So your remaining task is to convert those silent votes in your favor. Oh, not shaken by that at all, huh? I thought you'd get that lost and wondering look in your eyes. Shit, Rodia trained her well. Let's go. They look so happy and wholesome, isn't like they feed living people the evil bus on a daily basis. Hey, the living people are evil people, as much as the evil boss is. You know what I'm trying to say. If the guy is a thug, it's a necessary evil. I guess I'll have to work on my poker face. No, most people would have failed to pick that up. You've certainly changed since the evaluation. Your growth shows a lot of promise. Maybe that's why he handed his coins over to you. Well, I guess that's not the only thing he handed over to you, I suppose. Hongyuan's tomorrow. Anyways, I should probably do as I'm told for now, huh? My cousin will be your opponent today. I won't accept you as my hierarch just yet. Fight me and prove that you're at least better than I am. Only then I'll accept you. Alright, straightforward. Nice. Did you mix Pao and Yi sang before? Faust and Yi sang before, two geniuses? Yeah, I have. Well, dominating.
조금씩 아픈
Man, that's some good damage.
봉황이 날개처럼
Yes! Nice. That seemed easy. I hope I don't jinx it later. What? Do you have something to say to my face? Yeah. Don't give my little brother your crap. Your little brother? You know who I'm talking about? Do you have any idea of the mess you left behind when you yoinked that kid away? That buzzgut kid was her little brother? You can barely even hold on to your seat, which you are about to lose soon anyway, and you have the gall to give him false hope. I know it's all just politics to you, but kids really believe you, you know? I heard from that kid that you seemed relieved upon hearing what I said. Told me you were happy for once to hear that he had a fun time after being barred from playing with his friends with how things are in Hongyuan. Shut up. Besides, it's not all just not hot air. What? I wasn't making an empty promise when I said I will change Hongyuan to be a place where everyone can live without fear. And for that, I'm going to protect my seat of power, no matter what it takes. You'll fail. Not with you on my side. We all know what Big Sister Yuanchun's Hongyuan looks like. It will be exactly the same in essence, and it will be the same for the foreseeable future. Tell me, are you sure you're okay with handling over that same burden we've carried all our lives to your little siblings? No, of course not. Wang Qingshang left in a hurry, but that look in her eyes told me that there was conflict brewing in her. Ooh! Writing's all about morale. Do you think he can match with the military people? Huh. I actually do believe he will match good. What the fuck? Alright lads, listen up. This ain't going to be like them boring old classes you've been sitting through. You've got to leave the desk behind once in a while to learn some real life lessons, yeah? Right, so here's the deal. You want to break their morale before the brawl even begins. Roll? That smile. Learn this by heart and you'll be kicking those twats' asses left, right and center. Damn. That's not exactly what I'm looking for. So Heathcliff, I've got to ask this question. Something about your club seems different today. Looks a lot more colorful too. Bollocks. Lad catches on quick. Catches on quick? That fucking thing pierces an eye. That way bloke said something about how swinging around a real club might come off as too threatening and confiscated it. Ah, I forgot. Jesus Christ, he's taller than Heathcliff too. She's taller than literally every character. That high-tech weapon cries poop when it hits people. High-tech? I see. Oi, Don't you underestimate me just cause I'm holding a different bludgeon. Let's get on with it. Straighten your shoulders, eyes wide open, let's get cracking. With that, Heathcliff triumphantly raised his newfound weapon towards the sky. It made a small boop noise. We're fighting Heathcliff. He loves being an instructor, huh? Gained an understanding of how I could break the enemy's morale. Okay. And from that I understand that he doesn't match with the military people. He matches with someone else, perhaps. I have to forget they feed the bust. That should be a bad thing. Hey. We need our own kefalin, okay? Skill improved. Nice. Okay, we do keep... Yeah, we do need more of you. We do need more of you. I'm pretty sure I have done the 2 geniuses. Yeah, of course I have done the 2 geniuses. And we do need more... Technically, we do need more of you. None of that has any combos, though. Shit. Could we work something else out over here, or... Shit. Well, whatever. No, actually... Bruh. You know what? I'm just gonna go with Hangla. Oh, hey. Actually pretty similar. Is it? One of Heathcliff's combos are incredibly unexpected, but in hindsight pretty obvious. For your intelligence, most sinners have 3 combos. Hangla doesn't have a combo with any of them. Fuck. Well, I was trying to actually max out his, thing over here, so... Who the fuck? The old man is here? What the fuck is the old man here? Why the fuck is the old man here? Oh shit, we need to increase the morale a little bit. Okay, let me see. Who has Hangla matched with? Okay. There are still more combos Hangla hasn't actually matched. You know what? Let's go with that. Why not? Yeah. I believe in this. Oh hey, combo! Best boys here. Nice. This class, after an uncharacteristic pause, Zilu continued, will be taught by a guest lecturer who has been invited by your tutelage. Yes, because unfortunately Sinclair cannot be a teacher. A guest lecturer, but I wasn't informed of this. Where are they? I don't know, maybe they're lost? A little bird told me that the venerable hierarch will gift me a bottle of top-notch cloudy wine straight from Dangwanyan's brewer. There any truth to that, folks? That guy. Just stopping by to see if I can leech some liquor at this party. Hongyuan's an awfully miserly place, but you're spare sort of liquor for this poor old drifter, won't ya? Well, you're clearly not just any poor old drifter, are you, guy? You're clearly not just any poor old drifter. Are you guys acquainted? He ambushed us in our room after the first round of the family hierarch war was over. He what? The family hierarch war's been over for a while, and everyone in Hongyuan knows who the winner is. How dare a mongrel like you who only knows how to mooch off the other families set foot in here? Looks like I'm going to have to give my clan a stern talking to. How could they let slip a drunk assassin like... I see that your youthful hierarch is plenty suspicious. I have been a guest in many places, but please, I'm no moocher. Put your worries to rest. Did your voice crack? On purpose, yes. Didn't you that Hangla had a twin brother? I drifter maybe. I'm only a drunkard who enjoys a cool swig of liquor with scenic landscapes as my bar, the sky as my ceiling, and the dirt as my bed. The man who had introduced himself as the night drifter of the drunken poem leaped down, landing with dexterity that betrayed the rags he wore as clothing and the terrible stench of liquor emanating from him. I don't even know if this kind of drunk kung fu is actually a real thing. Yeah, he doesn't even seem to acknowledge that Hangla is in one piece. I mean, he is a drunkard at the end of the day. Like, let's be honest, the guy may actually have some aura, but... Man. Is he seriously... Bad news, Mixi-chun. Apparently, Jia Yuan-chun's bestowed upon you a new master. Huh? Big sister Yuan-chun? She also wanted us to deliver the message that she was sending a master because, and I quote, I feel a deep sense of trepidation and pity for my dearest little sister. Sorry, hiccup. The neophyte hierarch, who must be struggling left and right without a proper master. Wow. I'm beside myself with gratitude. So that's the supposed teacher? The mysterious guy with a mysterious allegiance who might stab us in the back at any time? As you said, the family hierarch war is over, and even mongrels of Hongyuan know who has the legitimacy here. The incident during the contest was nothing more than business. A job to take care of in return for that what compensation they gave me. I hope you don't carry that grudge in your heart. I'm sure you didn't harm your rivals in the family hierarch war out of personal vendetta, did you? Sometimes business is just business. I killed young Master Baoyu for they promised to pay off my bar tab, and I'm here to give the hierarch a lesson for they promised to pay off my future tabs. There is nothing to be gained by taking your anger out on a gig worker living hand to mouth like myself, don't you think? Bruh. I'd advise that the optics and the consequence of rejecting a master sent to us by Jia Yuan-chun herself is not going to look too good. You see, you know you're in a fantasy setting when a guy blatantly actually says that he killed someone in front of an authoritarian figure. As much as Xi-chun may be, you know, young and a tsundere and, you know, a goofball that everyone loves, she's technically the hierarch. And this guy comes in and he basically outright tells her, hey, I killed your brother. But it was just business, okay? What? Only in a fantasy setting, that shit. And I hope it stays that way, because in these later years we have been proven wrong about a couple of things fiction and reality have, you know, in common. Anyway. Drunk Kung Fu. It exists, though it's more so a subsession about being flexible and relaxed in one's movement, akin to being drunken. So the drunken Kung Fu is actually pure... It's actually pure fiction, right? I mean, bro was nonchalant. He literally took swigs of his drink while clashing. Sure. By the way, I killed your brother. But don't take your hatred or anger out on me, okay? I was just getting paid to do so, you know. It's marketing, and you know, and a living at the end of the day. I know it's only gonna make me look worse, and I'd rather not give Big Sister Yuan-chun more ammunition to take me down. And you there will have eyes tracking your every move, so don't do anything that might rouse unnecessary suspicion. What? Ain't that a threat? I can hardly taste the wine before such hostility. Despite Saudi's dead serious warning that the Night Drifter's response was only a hearty chortle. I mean, there is a real life training called drunken boxing, look it up. Is it the so-called drunken street fight, which is basically tequila and I think I know that because this is how you know, my favorite character in Taken fights, Miguel. No, this is not the one. Not the dragon box. Wait a minute. Yeah, it's like a Shaolin dragon boxing. It's not actually the, you know, the street fight that I was thinking about. That's a different thing. Okay, yeah, drunken boxing is basically this kung fu drunken style, which I had in mind. Don't be mad, your brother twin brother is here right now. Before I begin the lesson, I'd like to get an idea of where my to-be pupils are. Now give me a demonstration if you will. Swing away. Haha, that's enough. But I was just getting started. Your form is flawed and your breathing is hollow. Need I see more? Flawed forms often invite flawed hearts. In other words, your martial arts prowess is shit. Amateurish. That is also... What the heck, is this guy serious? I have never had a single master who had anything bad to say about my form. Your arms are straight and the legs supporting your stance are solid and sturdy. Indeed, most masters would not bother themselves to find fault there. But let me pose this question. Are you, my venerable people, satisfied with martial arts that are made to dispatch unskilled peasants and no more? Huh? There's more to this than raw strength. Now take a swing at me instead. Alright, you asked for it. Jie Qichun takes a powerful swing at the Night Drifter. Your mind outpaces your body. Your intent more transparent than a glass globe. Bro, in most cases, your mind outpacing your body is like the bestest thing. I am cursed with my body outpacing my mind, and more often than not, I commit to things which I deeply regret by the end. What the fuck are you talking about, drunk man? How, man? Only... Not gonna lie. Again, only in fiction you can have something that doesn't make any fucking sense actually make sense. Have you ever had that? Any of you guys? Like actually your body outpacing your mind and you're thinking to yourself a moment after, like, why did I do that? I've had that multiple times, especially when I'm not actually really paying attention, or more like I'm not really rested. Suddenly my body really goes on autopilot and it acts, you know, completely reactively, and as a result, bad things happen. Your Honor, I didn't press the gamble button on purpose. It was only my body. Exactly. Kinda reminds me of the vampires from RuneScape. Normal weapons can't hurt them because they have a low level of mind reading that allows them to predict your movement before your body. What the fuck? So basically they are psychics. Your Honor, no. I didn't mean to, well, I didn't mean to steal his wallet. My mind was not really thinking. It was my body just, you know, reacting to the sensation of currency. Allows them to predict your movement before your body makes it, and thus dodges effortlessly from the attack you make, which is why you need a predictable weapon like a flail to hit them. I see. In combat, anticipating enemy movement is the step to avoid them. The muscle must move on automation, on flow, deprived of plan, following the instinct. I mean, this is the kind of case where, you know, like, yes, it is like that. Basically, it's when you actually have the ability to make good reads, which is what For Honor is all about, by the way. For example, have you seen this some stupid scenes sometimes without any actual logic in realistic settings? I'm talking about where some characters actually just have the ability to actually dodge a bullet, which is completely like there was this one scene from this one movie I remember, which this guy actually was moving like through a few was moving through a forest, and the sniper couldn't really get him because he was reactive to every time he was pulling a shot. And I did watch the video which was actually talking about that, and I'm like, and the guy was like, and that was actually really, you know, really interesting, that obviously you cannot actually dodge a bullet because a bullet moves incredibly fast, so you cannot possibly be reactive. Reaction is how you actually perceive something and you act accordingly just in time. You cannot expect someone to fire the gun first and then you dodge. You have already been shot by the time you have heard the sound, because the sound actually moves slower than the bullet itself from you know, from the speed of the bullet. In these kinds of occasions, you have to be proactive, and this is how, you know, this is how you can actually go to combat and actually get the upper hand. If you make good reads, then you are actually proactive. You don't expect your enemy to attack. You already know what he's actually gonna do. As a result, you have already countered it before he has already done it. Feinting actually works like that in For Honor. This proactive, kind of action that you actually attack, but you actually feint the attack. Your enemy is the one who reacts by seeing the indication of the attack, dodging away, and you actually stun them in that moment, because when you guard break while they actually dodge, it actually makes them immobile completely to any of your attacks while they're stunned. And as a result, you get some really good combos after that. Give me a second, I have a knock on my door. Alright, I'm back. I vibe with Drifter right now. I went to get a nice drink in shop to celebrate my upcoming 2 weeks holidays. Did not realize that the can of mango chill drink was 13 volts strong. Take it easy on the drink, okay? But do have fun. Your mind outpaces your body, blah blah blah, yeah. And your edge is dull, but for it has very little heart for feints. But he deftly weaves his way between her strikes, which fail to even touch the tip of his ragged cloak. You are far too eager to strike, focusing singularly on your opponent, which force distributed unevenly across your body. So you will fail to cut and gain a little hole as a comeuppance. Then the Night Drifter pokes the tunes back with a twig. Everyone vying for the seat of the family hierarchy has to go through it eventually. The first kill. Some say the earlier, the better. Mine was when I was 13. Not too early, not too late, just right. It's already been a few years since my foolish brother locked himself in his chamber. Last I heard, he was bedridden for a week after ingesting some poison someone had sent to prank him. I'm not going to live like that dumbass. Try to relax your body, won't ya? You have a weapon, yes, but one mustn't singularly focus on the opponent. Do try to reflect upon yourself and relax. Let the unnecessary strength go. Let it flow out of your body. Tensing up as you do will unnaturally shrink your mind and narrow your vision. Hey, wait. Should I send Big Bro a silver spoon or something? It wasn't that bad this time, but what if they give him a way worse poison next time? You know young Master Baoyu won't accept your gift, my lady. I doubt he's even seeking the culprit right now. So stupid. Zero interest in anything practical. Zero ambition. What a silly, pathetic attitude to have. Just how... But my lady, it wasn't practicality that guided you when you choose to save my life over maintaining your control over the Wu branch. Some seek the state of Atnata, the non-self, but what they seek is the path of Asura, reserved for the likes of blade fiends. You must learn to let go of everything, except for the self. What kind of life is it to live without stepping over others? Let it all go, the gazes, the pressures, all of it. Instead, face yourself and only yourself. And feel how light it all becomes. After some thought, Xichun's form visibly relaxes. It wasn't just her form that relaxed. Her pursed lips seemed to have found peace as well. She's got it. Well, then what should we do about you, my overconfident proud pupil? Will you maintain your grave and cocky silence? I wasn't being cocky. If my memories haven't failed me yet, you were one of young Master Jiabayu's underlings, correct? Underling, yeah, however you want to call it, I guess. Sinclair replied with a resigned sigh. Just why do you think it was that you, specifically you, amongst his 12 underlings, were chosen to take this class alongside the young hierarch? Because you are the protagonist, my boy. Sinclair momentarily flashed a flustered expression, taken off guard by the stranger's sudden, pointed question, but he soon regained his composure and replied, well, who else besides me would ever go along with these lesson plans? Don Quixote's going to teach the classes out of boredom, same goes for Rodia, and Utis will try to take over the classes. I don't mind that. Not to mention what it will be like to have Heathcliff here, and... Such a loquacious list of excuses. Struck a nerve, did I? How come you know so little about yourself? Even less than what I have already learned about you. What are you talking about? A bird that has failed to break its shell in time will rot within its confines. I still don't understand what you're talking about. Even as he said so, Sinclair's expression seemed more like anxiety than confusion to me. Prepare yourself to fleet away before the rain. You won't get another chance should you miss the opportunity. Then the Night Drifter giggled flippantly. The suddenly serious attitude nowhere to be seen. Been a while since I let myself babble on for this long. I suppose I can credit my foolish pupils for that. Prepare to swing away. Oh hey, enemy of yesterday, friend of today. I meditated to empty everything except for the self. I'm still getting there, but I think I've got an idea. Ooh, 2 success in class. What it needs is kindness. Nice. So we got the max combo from that. Let's go. We should have a secret ending where you train Xichun only with Dawn and they run away together at the end. What the fuck? Do you remember what Sinclair Sinner's icon is? Yes, I know. It's a cracked shell of an egg. It's a cracked egg, actually. I do remember that he's like a bird. I mentioned it last time, which he actually looks like a bird in the status screen too. He's no longer in the shell, technically speaking. Ooh, goddamn! There we go. You see? His icon now, it's actually a bird, while Xichun's is the fan. Okay, let's see. I really need to max out everything else over here. So 1, 2, 3. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. This could work technically. I do want to actually. Yeah, I do really want to actually get everyone in master level. So let's go. Ooh, another combo. Let's go. 5-4. 3-5-4. I literally don't know what 5-4 means. You missed Collider talking about them cred. What the fuck? I wouldn't even say it refers to the egg itself. It's his entire count of the I'm not ready for adulthood, young adults. I see. If I remember, his book Damien is a coming of age story, huh? Yeah, I think so. Fuck around, find out. Actually, yeah, it does seem correct, you're right. Come on, we're also we're almost maxed. Come on. More stats for us. God of Gamblers passive, goddamn. Okay, 1, 2 again, and shit. Wait. Okay. You. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, no. So, not you. Who have you not? 1, 2. I was thinking about Don Quixote, so let's see. Blah, 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 blah. Don Quixote, indeed, it is not really. Oh, she is. Shit. Okay. Yisang. 1. Huh. Yisang, indeed, is not really here, huh? I could have the old man though, but the old no. We need to upgrade the expert classes. Let's pray. He's afraid of his mature self, holding it back. He's afraid he's gonna become a racist a little too fast. He eventually will grow into becoming a proper racist. Hopefully a competitive racist even, if you think about it. I mean, that's my kind of league, yeah. It's a clear recurring theme in ID, suppressing his violent nature to hold into childhood innocence. As you can see by this graph, the more you fuck around, the more you're gonna find out. Love that meme. It's really is the best advice to give people. Actually, I haven't seen that meme, but I have the fuck around, find out. Have heard it multiple times on the internet, not directly. Sinclair's scared of maturing and becoming a racist to plankers. Yeah, that's exactly what I said. Ooh, family matters. Family matters. Master, nice. We reached a master level 2. Oh, we reached a master level 2, all of them. Man, oh, man, we're getting the good ending. Please, we must. We must. We must. We must get the good ending. We must. Okay, Crimson Strike 3rd form improved. Gained 60 max HP. Learned the Inner Self passive. The Soaring Heart passive. The Bestie and the Rival passive. You wanna know something funny? I did not realize that this right here was actually her hair. I genuinely did believe that this is actually part of her dress. But only now I have come to realize that this girl actually has long hair all the way down to the fucking ankle. Anyway. With Sinners we don't have combos on yet. You are yet to discover the max most OP one. Okay. I send you the meme in DMs. Okay, I'll check later. Also, she's pretty princess. What did you expect? I didn't realize it. Apparently, a part of Confucianism is refusal to cut hair, as they are a gift from your parents. Ah, interesting. Very interesting. Wait a minute. Crap. There we go. I kinda slapped the mic. Okay, there we go. Damn, I am glad I got my head screwed back on. It's a precious sight to watch everyone all break out about this child's play. All the missed news I've been hearing since I opened my eyes in the recovered room sound very enticing. I really wish I was there to watch it all. Half the family heads getting arrested for treason. The seat of the family hire are going to some inexperienced kid from the Gia family. Not to mention how my lovely little sister had her engagement called off and how she's now being branded as a traitor to her own blood. All the entertainment in the world seems to have happened during my little nap, don't you think? You didn't even show your face at the regular assembly, so I doubt you have any concern for the future of Hong Yuan. So just what are you doing here? I just thought I'd have some fun. Yeah, okay, sadistic fuck.
최고의 방책은 전쟁이 일어나지 않게 하는 것.
Oh, damn.
공황이 날개처럼. 중요한 건 내가 어떤 사람인지 알게 하는 것.
Hair that long don't look like a good idea for someone covered in gore as often as her. True. It says this is fine meme here. I can't help but feel pity to Xuapan.
더 이상 두렵지
Well, she
않아.
starts with 45 SP, no shit, she's winning. I know, that's awesome, huh? He's been kind before being dragged to war that overwhelmed him. True. I'm still wondering how you lost that first fight. Luck. Luck. I did say it in the beginning, right? I wasn't really joking. Some people actually believe that I was joking. I was not joking, brother. I was not joking one bit. I did say that with my luck, sometimes you just get, screwed up right off the bat. Because colliders sucked at the start. Yeah, okay. Labris, go ahead, take your breather. You don't need it. How can I possibly suck at something that I don't have control of? Should have pressed win rate better. It was win rate. I didn't really choose anything. There's nothing to choose. Why stop now? Decapitate me like my last death, or stab me in the heart. Cut my limbs to ribbons. Listen, the duel's just a spar, okay? We don't have to kill each other for this to end. Ah, now isn't this frustrating? You have the opportunity of a lifetime right before your eyes and you're too weak to use it. You have everyone who fights you on every step of your way coming to you, practically presenting their heads on a silver platter, and you're just gonna let them slink away with these scratches. Get your act together. Family hierarchy war's over, and I'm not going to kill someone just because they are being a bit uncooperative. Get real. Don't you have any idea how long it'll take for you to gain even a morsel of power by playing this fool's game? Hey, wanna hear a little tip on how you can firmly establish your position as the family hierarch? Kill me in the most horrible, painful, hideous way you can imagine. And hang my corpse by the entrance of that assembling hall over there. Use me to send a clear message. Jesus Christ, you sadistic you masochistic fuck. Actually, he's a switch on that. Horribly said, Limbus, you are the 67 win rate master. Be quiet. Bruh. V. You know what, I guess you were talking to Limbus for that one. Honestly, I didn't use the win rate at all during the current intervallo. I don't even know if... Wait a minute. What win rate are we talking about? I don't use the sinners. I don't have a win rate button anyway. I think the guy simply doesn't want to revive again. I guess so. And station every single one of your Heishu packs between every pillar at the assembly hall. And if anyone dares to speak out against you, snap! Chop off their head before they can get another word out. Huh. It does sound like something that I have seen before in human history. 5 days. It will only take 5 days before everyone starts eating out of your hand. And eating your shit overall. And that's how you establish yourself as a hierarch. Wow. Fear is power. No, I don't want to do that anymore. I'm here to make Hongyuan a place where its people can live without fear. I thought you of all people might understand. I remember how you used to hate hurting people, more so than anyone else. Man, what a boring answer. That was duller than even my dullest expectations. It will only take a few years until you break, until you become just like them. Just like the family hierarchs of the past who couldn't help but ruthlessly weed out any seeds of resistance. Just how many people here do you think still have any grip on their sanity? Maybe I'm only a few years away from becoming an idiot snuffling aimlessly around Dongguanyan. I can only hope that I won't be a slobbering mess. That I won't be a slobbering mess by the time that happens. If something entertaining is gonna happen, I can only hope that it happens while I'm still sane. This is what you call sane? Chuapan sauntered away, but GXC Chun finally found it difficult to move on. Excellent work, my lady. You have passed the fourth exam with flying colors. You have certainly scratched them for underestimating you. My lady? GXC Chun seems deeply engrossed in thought. How many days does Collider have left? He's gonna be cutting it close. Am I cutting it? Yo, what? This is a mandatory class. I think this is a mandatory need, actually, to sleep. Her morale is literally awful. Jesus Christ. Okay, so here's how we could go about it. I could just upgrade to these ones. And that's about it. And this is like, that's just about it, really. Yeah. How to establish yourself as an asshole. Man, Collider, you've loved the current interval, I think. 1 day, 25 days, I guess. See, let's focus on combos. I am. Don't do morals, it's a trap. Is it? Wait a minute, what do you mean morals? Morale, you mean? It's not about just having the morale, it's also about upgrading specifically the expert, you know. It's upgrading specifically the expert, well, I could do the opposite, like I could do this, but it doesn't matter really. You want to work on getting the stats, but I am getting the stats if I actually I'm getting bonus stats if I actually reach master level to the classes. So you know, I'm pretty sure we can fit things in a little bit nicer here. Faust is the highest G class anyway. Okay, so we're gonna go for that anyway. My lady seems to be in a particular mood today. It's all useless, isn't it? Xichun? When these classes end and you guys all leave, I guess I'll be spending my days worried to death that an assassin could pop out of nowhere and kill me at any moment. Consumed by so much paranoia and worry that I'll start twitching at shadows cast from lamplights. So would it mean anything for me to, you know, prove to them that I deserve to be the family hierarch? I spent my whole life trying to prove to everyone that I have the will and determination to become the family hierarch, and now I have to prove to everyone that I deserve to keep it? To those bastards whose only thought in their empty heads is how they can expand their rooms? Mr. Wei, have you ever heard of playing hooky before? Playing hooky? Is it a euphemism for eliminating your enemies? Well, I've rarely done it back when I was in school, but when there's too much going on in your head, you just skip school and go out to play. I've only done it once myself after a friend talked me up into it. I agree, it seems that the time for my lady to clear her head has come. Very well, let us play. Just one hooky. What are you guys doing? Come on, let's get moving. I gotta improve myself, don't I? I gotta have those bastards' approval, don't I? She's in a really bad mood today, huh? My lady, have you visited the backyard by the Luxia Hermitage as of late? No, but I know what happened there. They threw in a few dead bodies from the massacre a decade ago, turning the pond foul and deciding to bury the whole thing. Faust, I read that. And you still need 200 points for all 3 stats. Might be cooked, not gonna lie. Wait a minute, do I really have to max it out completely? Oh man, that's not fair. You have to do a flawless run right off the bat? There's no way I'm getting 200 points within 4 days. For everything. Indeed they did. The stench was so overwhelming and toxic that corpses of animals and plants could be seen floating on its surface, eventually turning the pond into a festering black fog. Pog. People passing by had to plug their noses or risk passing out. Not off the bat. Remember, this is a single node and it can be redone. I don't want to redone it. I was hoping to get the real ending right off the bat. You need 800 plus in all 3. Well, you cannot possibly really do a flawless run if you don't know the combos. So why even bring up something awful like that? It seems that a tree had taken root there, my lady, amidst all that rot. A willow. The willow tree reached deep into the pond with its roots clearing it of the foul grease, cleansing the water. And one day we found it clear and glittering, thriving with other aquatic plants growing within. It's recovered from the rot, becoming a normal clear pond surrounded by leaves and moss. Some months ago they introduced a few carps in there, and even they checked again. Even when they checked again, they were just as vivacious as they were on their first day there. I can give you a tip for the OP combo. Okay, do give me... Well, you know what? Go for it. I guess since we're at the end now. Would you like to pay the pond a visit if it is alright with you? Xichun didn't seem to quite buy his explanation, but she followed him anyway. What the... Bro, what the... Wait a minute, what is that? Is that the shark? What the shit? You weren't kidding. I avoided this place for so long. I never thought it would be this clean again. I can hardly believe that this pond used to be a rotten pog. All that happened was that this tree happened to take root here. What matters, my lady, is patience and determination. Of course, this place had slipped my mind then, as I was quite swamped with work, but the world has a stronger capacity to heal itself than one might imagine. Recovery will follow, as long as there is a steady root to rally around. After a long break that seemed to freshen even our hearts. Nice, you're making good progress. Your form, the light in your eyes, I think you've certainly improved in all aspects. I dare say you've had some change of heart too? Yeah, I do feel a tad more comfortable than I did before. Well, hey, the morale is back. That is a tad bit more comfortable. If I say that I'm a tad bit more comfortable, usually it goes as me... Oh, come on! Ugh. I'm about to fall asleep. In case I did, hope you have a good time. Okay, thank you so much about whataboutism. Do take your rest if you really need to. Yeah, it looks like a shark. I believe you could mix Drifter with Ryoshu. Drifter with Ryoshu? Wait, why is he here? It's a mandatory class. Shit. Okay. So this? Oh yeah, we're cooked. We need 400 for G, 400 more for Young, and about 250 for Ren. Are we for real? Right, class. Here's a new task to help you a lot learn how to break your enemies' morale. The moment you shrink in front of your enemies, you've already lost, so don't. It don't matter how many there are or how threatening they look, yeah? Take me for example. Have I ever turned tail and fled like some milksop? No matter what enemy we were put against? I don't think you have ever have. Leave it to the nerds to waste time coming up with strategies and what have you. Listen. There ain't a problem in the world you can't solve by boldly rushing in headfirst. Man, Heathcliff is so mean. Ismail Anutis would have boldly rushed in headfirst to shake him by his labels if they've been here. Here's what I think. Neither of you've got enough pluck. That's why neither of you would say shite against those buggers back at the assembly hall. Am I right? Jiaxichun maintained her silence, the old scar on her pride growing offshore again. So let me help you lot grow some backbone. Some balls. Try getting mad at me. No need to shrink, lad. Stand proud. Well, okay, but how could I... Don't worry about offending me, yeah? I can take it. Unlike you two, I've built up enough thick skin for all kinds of insults thanks to my years in the backstreets. I'm bloody invincible! I'm fucking invincible! 400, you mean 200. 800 plus is the target. Oh, the target is 800 plus. I see. Yeah, well, shut up, Heathcliff. Good lad. You're hardly even a teacher, man. This class sucks. All you're doing up there is standing around and trying to look cool. He's so jealous. He is so fucking jealous. Oh, that one's gonna sting a little. That's it, you little shite. Is what I would have said back in the day. And I probably would have struck you with this hammer. I mean, me club. But I've changed too. And so did you. I can see that the fire in your eyes has grown. Remember this feeling, yeah? Ah well. Now, let's practice. It looks like both of you have the perfect sparring partner in each other. Grab your weapons, the both of you. Ah, you mean us? Me and Xichun? I grew my backbone by getting into fistcuffs with the boys during my backstreets days. They break me arm, I break their legs in return. See what I mean? Is that what best is this supposed to mean? Xichun asked with considerable confusion. Well, let's do this, I guess. You don't want me to go easy on ya, don't ya? I don't. Well, break each other's legs and arms, I guess. Really now?
최고의 방책은
God
전쟁이
damn.
일어나지 않게 하는 것.
Alright. Sinclair. This is the first time I'm fighting Sinclair. Determination. Fruits of education. If I lend my ear to inner self. What the fuck? If this unit is staggered, recover himself staggered, then gain a sign. A sign? Heal 30 XP next turn. Expires. Shit, every skill used after this activates becomes unbreakable coins! Ends a counter when this unit's HP drops below 0. Okay, wow. Thrashing to hatch 4. Heal 10 SP every turn. Gain 1 min and max speed. Gain 1 attack power up and affliction. Wow. Wow.
봉황이 날개처럼. 전부 보인다고. 중요한 건 내가 어떤 사람인지 알게 하는.
I know I would kick my friends' arse if I saw them on something dumb. Heathcliff, I don't know how to say this, but I don't think you are the best role model. He's the bestest role model. Seskin care passives. 1 for 6. Yeah. He's going what? What the fuck? She tuned too strong. I'm glad that she's strong enough to take him on. If we don't win these classes, he's actually gonna build a SP fast. E. Man, he is building SP fast. Oh crap. Time for him to start losing classes. I love how they have the detail of him actually, having having a stick. Oh yeah. Oh yeah! Yes! Please tell me that ended the encounter. He didn't even got the chance to actually get the sign. Yes! Yes! Oh. Alright. That's good enough. But will you help Sinclair grow into a big cock? I mean, if he wants to become a rooster, I guess. Bloody hell, lad. That was much closer than I thought. What? What the fuck? Were you even looking? Good match. Jeez, don't most people usually lose steam the longer a fight gets? What the heck was that at the end? At the end? What end? He didn't do anything. He just stood there and took them. Well, ludonarrative dissonance, unfortunately, but the two of them clashed with everything they learned, and with all they learned up until the lessons began. I thought for sure that Xichun would come out on top without breaking a sweat, given that Sinclair wasn't using an identity and the tough training Xichun had as a family hierarch candidate, but perhaps thanks to the Night Drifter's teachings, or thanks to that mark on his forehead, I saw a glimpse of Sinclair I'd only seen in a select few mirror worlds. You alright, Sinclair? Yeah, it's not like we were going at it with real weapons, and the fight ended before it got even any further. Thankfully, so I'm not hurt or anything. I'm feeling a bit of fever on my forehead, though. There's a mark, the mark of wrath. It didn't seem like Sinclair noticed the single yet clear red line that appeared on his forehead. What is up with that line? Sinclair learned how to fly for a moment there. Do it again, but with the one who shocked Creep. Yes. It's not like anything bad happened when that marker manifested back in La Mancha land, but considering that Damien and Reem were the only other people who'd ever shown similar marks, I couldn't help but worry a little. Hey, you ever ran away from home before? Where's this coming from? Going by the way you're acting, it's clear to me that you're a homebody, but there's something behind your eyes that tells me that your life hasn't all been sunshine and rainbows. I wouldn't call it running away from home, it's more like I left home because I didn't have a choice. How did that feel? Like it was melting away into nothing? I suddenly had to face the whole terrible world all on my own, and that was so overwhelming that, well, I'm sure you can't quite commiserate. You've been at top of your game your whole life after all. I did leave Hudanguanyan by my own volition, but if I'm being honest, and here's something I had never told Wei, I felt terribly lost. Blah, 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 blah. The stutter there got me good. There was so much that I had to do, so much responsibility. I guess neither of us were that ready for the world when we left home. I feel just as lost back home though. And there's Heathcliff. Who he also left home. Some time ago he paid a visit to the manor he grew up in. Heading home must have been pretty exciting for him. You have no idea how much of the journey back he spent gassing up and primpling his hair. Oh, brother, He's the role model Sinclair needs, because Heathcliff is everything Sinclair hates lacking: determination, fearlessness of the action without consequences, standing on his own without caring for others. True. Something just came up. Class dismissed. Heathcliff, brother, no. – 50% to all stats gained from class. Damn. Good success. So this is the combo that I'm gonna have to be doing for every day now. Skill approved, blah blah blah. Shit. I could do these 3 expert classes and actually get the bonuses though. Are we sure we don't need those? Are we like 100% sure we don't need those? I can't help it. My competitionist nature kicks. And actually Shun adds the other part, a cheek hatched too early, feeling of being naked in cold of the world. You still have time, 3 days. Should I do, wait a minute. Should we go with what kind of a combination should I actually choose? You know what? Maybe I should go. Is Paudon? Yes. Make her study as if she forgot she has a test in 3 days. What do you mean by that? I know you're missing Rhodia and Greg, but that one's just morale. I mean, we could do these 2 first, then morale. Yeah, it's a 2 combo too. You know what? Fuck it. Okay, we got 2 more masters. Good. Okay. Now, you, and who else? What else do we need in order to boost things to the max? We're almost there, by the way. We do need G, so I should get Faust, maybe? Would Faust work? Could be Faust, yeah. Is Ish and Heth a combo? I don't know. We need blue. Yeah, let's go. Bro, so close. So, are you going to teach us any techniques? It's only been a few days since your training began, yet my other martial arts master would teach me their secret techniques. So that's what got you to pouting on lessons. Whee! Now, that's some good wine. Very well. I'm in the good mood. Let me teach you a useful trick. Really? Tell me, what did I teach you to do as you swung your sticks? Forget all those things that put pressure on me and face nothing but myself and my movements? And that's only the start of it. First, emptiness of sound. The slight friction from the tips of your toes, the ruffle of your clothes, your breaths, erase them all. Erase every ripple and echo you leave upon this world. Then, discombobulate. The Night Drifter, it really felt like he was actually gonna say something like that next. The Night Drifter stands before us, but his presence becomes as hazy as mist. Despite the wild movements, we hear nothing. Second, discombobulate. Emptiness of form. To have a form is to provide your foes with clues to predict your next move. Forget the weapons in your hands. Forget your structured forms. Break the mold. Become the flow. Let only your will remain. Randomness seeps into his movements until all semblance of pattern becomes lost. There was something clownish about his unpredictable movements, but they were also so hypnotic and floaty that GXC Tune and Sinclair couldn't look away. Last, emptiness of mind. Maybe a lobotomy corporation. Yeah, try not to force the direction of your heart. Empty your desires and intentions both. Stab without thinking, penetrate without gazing. Both GXC Tune and Sinclair's necks were marked by small imprints of the twig that pressed their skin. And Jilu, who had been standing next to me all along, had leaped a small distance away, seemingly deep in thought. And my neck hurts too. Guess I wasn't spared from the lesson. I wonder if this fits that saying Yi Sang utters from time to time, to lose one's nose with eyes open. Damn, did he really do that? He actually did kill all of us, just like that. Jilu, who had been standing next to me all along, had leaped a small distance away, seemingly deep in thought. Actually, Jilu dodged it. Damn. Immerse yourselves. Make sure your descent is slow and gradual. We've been focusing entirely on the self with your swings thus far, so you should find it quite easy to reach the state of emptiness of mind. Didn't I just say that one must take it slowly and gradually? To empty your mind already. I'd have taught you my everything had you entered under my tutelage long ago. Am I doing this right? No, wait. I need to relax more. So, our new hierarch has found herself the clue to the emptiness of form. What technique is this? It's all just movements at the end of the day. I find it entirely unnecessary to give them those flashy names. A truly secret technique should come without one. Phew. Well, it's still supposed to be our ultimate move, right? Would it be more official to give it a name? Well, in that case, phew, That's some good wine indeed. I guess I'll go with something like plastered slip and restrained ripples. That name sucks. The class comes to an end with an ultimate move that was probably named in haste. Zilu, who'd been observing the class from a distance, approached the Night Drifter. Been a while since I saw someone give a lesson like this, starting from its very fundamentals. As hardly can one find a pupil willing to slowly learn from the very fundamentals in a world of infinite technological advancements like the Veil. I am only fortunate enough to have found 2 pupils who are indeed willing. Your gait, your tone. Were you amongst the 10 blades of the East? Now. It seems entirely unnecessary for you to dig, as I don't quite recall putting anything on your tab. Put your futile questions to rest, for I have no answers to give. The past is like smoke. I've long emptied any history worth delving into. Ooh. What do you think of the Sinclair Boss Collider? Hilarious. Kinda lame too, actually. But mostly hilarious. Oh, shit! We only have 2 days left. What am I gonna do? I guess I could use master. No. Oh, brother. I don't have a combo for the last one. Damn. Just focus on blue and green. Easier said than done. I really need to form some combos at least. Okay, blue and green. Okay. Oh shit. I don't have morale though, do I? Okay, that is a good combo. God help us. Shared pain. Yep. Please tell me we're not gonna get screwed by morale, please. Morale restored, thank goodness. Well, I'm supposed to teach this class, but honestly, I'm not entirely sure what to do here. It's not like I can suddenly teach you guys to hear the fathoms of other people's hearts. Yeah, it's not like we can suddenly have a heart-to-heart out of nowhere, right? 30 points away. I know! And that is precisely why I have installed this box called Messages from the Hearts by the door here when the lessons first began. Messages from the Hearts? The greatest strength of Messages from the Hearts is its anonymity. Here people can anonymously share the concerns that have been eating away at them without the fear of judgment. Yeah, this seems like a great idea. I can see how everyone can be more honest about their feelings behind the masks of anonymity. The box is quite heavy. It seems that everyone's been making quite the liberal use of this. Let's see, the one on the bottom has to be the first message. Let's see what it says. Oi, I've got to ask. Do those calculations even do anything? Does this mask of anonymity even do anything? Also, what's the point of these messages anyway? If you got to whinge at their face. Well, I ain't got much else to say, so I've got one. My neighbor next door keeps making weird noises at night. Oh no. keeps making weird noises at night. So do something about that, yeah? Something about the smoking head over and over again. What? The point is, it's been getting on my nerves. If that doesn't get taken care of in a week, I'll deal with it in my own way. Okay, Jesus Christ. Thug, calm down. Deal with it how? It's all just personal grievances. Let's see what the next one says. Who dares harrow the executive manager with such useless, weak-minded complaints? Yes! 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 If you're going to continue wasting the executive manager's precious time and cause them trouble, I'll personally hold you responsible for that blunder. You best prepare yourself for consequences. She loves us, guys. She loves us. She loves me most, but she loves us. They are doing figure paint, head clip, wet paper, make loud slap noises. Bruh, stop. Wow, it's like she's right here, speaking right into my ear. Yeah, and it's beautiful. Never thought written words could cause hearing damage. Shut up. Moving on. I don't know if it's just me, but someone's probably been spying on these papers, huh? I've got proof too. The paranoid one. I folded this piece of paper up into a padlock knot shape. But whoever spied on it did a pretty bad job of replicating it. Oh, and another thing, my compass disappeared. What? No! The compass! No! It's the compass I got for surviving the hellish depths of the Belmorte trenches. We're going to have to re-establish some house rules soon. She's gonna lose her sanity again without that compass. A theft report. Did one of you steal her compass or something? No way. We'd never steal from each other, no matter how hard things get. Something troubles me. Finally, someone submitted a real concern here. Was it the Type A wire that caused the explosion? Or was it caused by replacing the clamp part from the shattering gear? Why do you ask us? Why do you ask us, you little goofball? You little nerd. The likely answer has been found. Do not concern yourselves with this message. Then why the fuck did you leave it here? Well, that's that, I guess. Look, I felt like I should really share this with everyone. Oh, this one might be something serious for once. I can't just let this slip away like nothing happened, you know? Yeah, I'm talking about the incident that happened aboard Mephi some time ago. Did they eat your food or something? Remember how someone smashed an alarm clock against Dante's head while they were sleeping? No one ended up figuring out what happened there, right? The what? Someone smashed an alarm clock against Dante's head while they were sleeping. Dante sleeps? Ah. What's up with this music all of a sudden? You're going to have to bring me up to speed on this. God damn. He folded. I guess his clock is not as strong as the normal clock. Also, what's up with this blood over here? What the fuck is this? Yeah, I don't know exactly when this was, but there was a loud shattering noise outside at night, so we all ran out to see what happened. But no one managed to find any credible clues, so I guess we just let it slide. Anywho, Dante said they were A-okay, so we just moved on from it, but I'm telling ya, I saw what I saw. I saw Greg's bug arm. So here's my guess. What if he happened to lose his balance while carrying that alarm clock with one hand? You know what I mean. I'm trusting the anonymity thingy on this. Gregor, he wouldn't. Why Gregor would shatter a fucking clock on your head? The shadow must be done. The alarm clock, broken due to shock at the time of the incident, was pointing precisely at 10:32. And at that hour, only 2 individuals were awake for the night watch duty. Guys, this is turning into like a whole investigation. This is intriguing. Out around 10, one of the 2 individuals who were on the night watch duty was... Yep, Miss Faust was one of them. And Gregor. And hey, Dante, did you have a brief conversation with Faust that morning? Now that I think back on it, I did have a talk with Faust that day, briefly. Faust made a few criticisms on my command style and she was right, but I pretended to not hear her because I didn't have anything to retort with. Man, I love how in this fucking bus, literally more than half the time, in order to not have clashes between characters and, you know, overall have like arguments, they just ignore each other. Like, Dante asks Faust questions, Faust either ignores or deflects. Faust criticizes Dante, Dante doesn't give a shit. Like, I like to imagine that Rodia actually wrote the on the paper. Yeah. Well, Rodia's first instinct was that it was an accident instead of blaming Gregor. The ship stands. Does it? Does it? I would say she wouldn't even talk about it if it really stood. No, I'm shitting with you. Yeah, I guess it still stands. Don't tell me Faust actually held a grudge against me for that. So fellas, I don't think anyone's noticed this, but I noticed a dusting of cigarette ash near the shattered alarm clock. As you know, Manager Bud, there's only 2 amongst us who smoke. But one of them stayed put in his own room. Know what I mean? There's a witness too. Unless that witness is a cowardly liar, I'm sure she will come forward and tell everyone exactly what happened that night. I shall prove to thee that I'm no cowardly weaver of lies. In truth, man, how the fuck did they started having like this anonymous written in paper thing? All of them at the same time. Like, did they actually communicate that they should talk about that? They should write about that before they actually toss the paper into the box? Shush, I'm on copium. Fair enough. In truth, amongst humorous cosplays I had wished to accomplish was the duo of Cap and Corpse. Capping Corpse? A corpse that scorps. Scorps? A scorpse that caps? That is capping? And the one-eyed navigator. Aha, that explains to the lore of Cap and Corpse. This tale beginneth verily in year 757, after a very long read. Alas, the possibility of procuring a scorpion arm proved more dubious than one who could have expected. Thus did I convince young Gregor to join forces with me to cosplay together and capture a glorious forms in photographs, though it was a pity he has no pipe, only a cigarette between his teeth. And young Ishmael's compass was to be the cap and ticket, and for that purpose I had briefly borrowed it from her. Borrowed, underlined. Oh, woe is me, for I forgettably spilled an entire can of tuna, another prop, and the compass was swallowed by its greasy juices. Despite my best effort to restore it, the tuny aroma lingereth still. I beg thy forgiveness, Manager Esquire. Well, at least we now know who took Ishmael's compass, because the compass, turns out, was not swallowed by the sea. I think they all read previous papers. You think? They probably are spying on the papers. It would actually be such a Limbus company thing that everyone actually has read everyone's paper without anyone's knowledge. Like, they have actually spied on each other's papers. They probably are spying. Yeah, I read that. Alas, come on. I love them. But living 24/7 with them would drive anyone insane. I mean, how do they, like, let's be honest. Think about how, actual work environments and overall, let's say, content creator assemblies go. they always eventually end up with some quarrels, some arguments, some misunderstandings. Now, as you said, imagine like having this cast of characters together 24/7. It feels like there is gonna be like one point where everyone is actually just gonna start bickering at each other. Well, not anymore. In the beginning, it was kind of like that, but I was getting the feeling that it was gonna be more on that down the line, because at the end of the day, development or not, you're still human, and you know, misunderstandings can always happen. So yeah, frustrating. Twist cock. I have no idea what TC could mean, bro. Are you I mean, I understand wanting to talk like that, but you actually get bored of writing like that as well, like writing properly as well. Is this like a code? Sinclair translation, please. Yeah, trying to parse that from written text is usually way harder. Yeah, because he cannot hear her tone, right? I normally try to read the speaker's tone and the general context of her words, so unfortunately the plot thickens. Guys, are we actually going to try to find the culprit? Nausea blubbed inside me like I'd just been reminded of a persistent itch I'd managed to forget. It's like someone shot the tuning fork in my head. Guys. Alright, that's it, Clockhead. Read up. I'm going to confront the Sod and tell him to tell it like it is if there's something bugging him, instead of winging in his sleep. Now, where is he? Hey, nice head. I mean, looks like this anonymous person's trying to get to the bottom of this. I mean, he is the investigator. Communities that keep a positive face 24/7 always end up upping tragedy. Communities that are free to quarrel understand each other and build trust, bonds, and connections. Yeah, true. Well, the sinners cannot always just slime themselves to take a quick break. You think? So wait a minute. What did Ryoshu wrote? Man, I'm genuinely so curious to understand what she said. Does the wiki have the translation, or maybe does anyone actually have any idea what this could mean? Also, sinners always have something in common with each other. The personality makes it so the scenes they display tie to one another in a beautiful net. Fair. Fair. Well, I guess no clue. Dante. Fare you well. 'Tis I, the sinner, first in the order. Apologies are in order. Ever since the incident, I could hardly lull myself to a restful sleep. In truth, it was none other than myself who pummeled your head with a clock. What? No fucking way. To explain this, one must first explore the sentence cuts off as this part of the paper has been torn off. Worry not about what exists no longer. I will not embark on a multi-logent ascribing of excuses. I write before you in shame, and express my willingness to accept any punishment you see fit to dole out. I seek nothing but your forgiveness. I can't believe the culprit was you. I mean, the sinner. That sinner. Good thing he fessed up, but doesn't something feel off about the whole thing? What if he's just trying to take the heat? It feels a little bit too easy. I do believe that Yisan would actually take the heat. Or perhaps he got forced to actually confess to something he hasn't done. But it seems to me that the first sinner doesn't want to share the story any further. Maybe it's best we not dig into it unnecessarily. Oh, hello, Dante. I was taking a walk near here when I found the piece of paper somebody tore off, so I'm returning it here. Hope it finds its way to the original writer. Thus returns the first sinner's paper. Ooh. Angla, thank you, my man. Thank ya. This has to be the key to resolving this case. I hurriedly unfurled the paper. The truth of what inspired. You ever find yourself wondering if that crackling fire-like thing on top of the manager's head is hot like real fire, or if it would not give off any heat? Curious, right? Don't worry about it, Yesang. It's not like we have any other way to tell other than touching it ourselves. Indeed, unproven phenomena cannot be... Damn, it was Yesang and Sinclair. Shit, I could never have imagined. Unproven phenomena cannot be confirmed without direct means of observation. They are asleep. Must have been pretty tired. He sleeps? I'm pretty sure he has said before that he doesn't really sleep. He just rests. Indeed, the ticking noise has shrunk in volume. It seems that we have just shared a thought. What if we were to just quickly check while the manager's asleep? Wow, they really invaded our space. I would have expected that from Rhodia, from Heathcliff, from Miyoshu, from Utis even. No, maybe not. No, not Utis, not Utis. Utis is a military lady, excuse me. She's too disciplined for that shit. Gregor could, very well, if he was dragged along. But Yisang and Sinclair, goddamn. Hangla once again solves things by gut. Perhaps the sound of phlegm sinking past my gullet makes far too much noise for this task. Yeah, well, I'm just finding out how loud my heartbeat can get. Yisang, the alarm next to the manager. It's about to go off. You have a minute. I'm at most. I shall interface with the timepiece. Hey, I was right about Ryoshu. Ha. Look at you rats playing a played out prank. And that is indeed the full tale of what has transpired. Under the lens of hindsight illumination, it would almost appear that I'm making a secret accusation to a fellow of mine. It would be easier of my heart to simply assume the entire weight of culpability myself. So it was Ryoshu the one who whacked us with a fucking clock. Wow. Thanks, Ryoshu. Thanks dearly. And that's when it ends. Where it ends. The culprit was right under our noses the entire time. Sorry, Dante. I should have been upfront about it, but Utis was so adamant about utterly punishing the culprit that I couldn't bring myself to, you know. So, oh, wait a minute. It was Sinclair? It didn't make it 100% clear who actually whacked him. Can't deny that. Tell you the truth in time. To tell you another truth. I think I might have an idea as to why I've been made a student alongside Miss Xichun. There are like 4 people in the bus that actually respect Dante. There must have been something that the company was expecting from me, but it's just not showing up. So they must be making me take these classes to compensate for it. And Yisang doesn't know how to say no to the other sinners. True. Everyone else is boldly facing their own issues and slowly overcoming them, while I'm still here feeling like I'm stagnating in place. They have been telling me that my time's yet to come, but I don't know. I just get the feeling that that ship might have sailed for me already. It was clear to me that Sinclair wasn't just talking about physical training or his combat prowess. It's about something that more than half the sinners had faced and were facing at this point. About his past and the path that lies ahead. The guilt and the pressure of having failed to confront it was never going to be easy for him to let go. I don't think anyone's got the perfect idea of how the whole trajectory of their lives is going to be. That's why we're all on the bus, isn't it? You know, you can't just shout at me to get my act together like Heathcliff does. You can't just shout at me to get my act together like Heathcliff does. Oh, I will if I have to. Whatever that was, you guys managed to talk it out, huh? All I heard was that ticking noise. Sorry about that. What Dante said was, don't bother. I just needed a quick glance at that look on your face to feel that TikTok with my heart. Thus the curious case of the alarm clock came to an end. So what do you guys think Ryoshu was trying to say? Two culprits. Guy with nightly nightmares and my translator. For real? Wait a minute. Oh, I cannot go that far back, huh? Yeah, I do remember the T and the C. I cannot believe that. She actually fucking ratted from the beginning, but she didn't want to make it easy for us, huh? Guy GW Ni A Me T. Guy with nightly nightmares. And my translator. I see. Sinclair and I sat there for a moment. Hey, by the way, thanks for not spoiling for me. Because I genuinely did not knew that that she actually downright said the results of what actually happened. Oh man. To be frank, Rhodia and Gregor are still struggling on facing their own issues. Sinclair is making baby steps towards his, but he feels he's going too slow. True. So Sinclair, you are going to the Virgilius consultation. No hard feelings, right? Exactly. Sinclair and I sat there for a moment, absorbing the awkward silence. Yo. Bro, it's only 30 away. We can get the true ending. Come on now. We've maxed everything on first try. Thank you guys, by the way, for the help. Oh man. Okay, we need all the blue we can get. 13 plus 8 plus 8. That is 16. That is 1 away. No! No! We need a combo. We need a combo. We need a combo. We need a combo. We're gonna lose for 1 point. Rhodia is feeling her guilt loom over her, and Gregor is more actively barking back when he feels he's being stepped on. Use Drifter. Drifter, how does Hungla and Drifter do? I do not know. If it has like +1 in stats, it's good, but if it doesn't, we're cooked. +1 in stats! Yes! Woo! +1 in all stats. Okay. 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 Whew. Okay. The only fear I might have. Wait a minute. Does it have a boost on morale too? Please tell me yes. Please tell me yes. No, it doesn't. Shit! We might actually get cooked from this from the morale now. Fuck! 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 It's day 30. It's day 30. There is literally nothing I can do. It's all up to luck now. If she fails the class, we're cooked. Let's browse combos. I mean, we do need all the combos that are blue max, you know. Maybe there are G combos. You know what? I trust ya. Give me an alternative if you find one. I mean, we could choose instead of you, but there is no combo with you. We are so cooked. Let's browse together. I don't know where to search. Should I just Google it? C combos. Do I still have combos which I still haven't actually... Wait a minute, give me a sec. 1, 2, 3. There are 3 combos which I still haven't... This is the gambling addiction right here. Plus 50% to all stats gained from class. but minus 10% class success rate. Wait, that could work. Wait, that could work. 13? No, wait. Yeah, it's not for all classes, it's just for these classes. Shit, I thought I had something there. Powton, Rodion. No, it would not work. We need to focus on actually getting as much G as possible. It doesn't give you, like, the bonus for... Okay. I could just gamble it. I could just gamble it. Could just gamble it. How about Drifter Ryoshu? I don't think Ryoshu would work still, because... Let me see here. It's a G plus 7 per se, but huge success in class. We're falling back 1 point again. Like, it's G plus 7, so... No, wait a minute. He already has a plus 2, so... And the problem is not just the combo itself, the problem is the morale. So if I am to use if I am to use Ryoshu, it doesn't really change much. Might as well go with this. Okay. We could go YOLO. We could YOLO it. We could YOLO it. We could YOLO it. We could win right here if we just succeed in all classes. Okay, wait a minute. Let me see if there is another G combo. Plus 4, that's not good enough. Plus 4, not good enough. It would have been nice with the success rate, though. Shit. Yeah, it would have been nice. Also, the boost of morale. Huge success in class, plus minus 20 morale lost. Damn. You know what? YOLO. Pray for me, people. Pray for me. Or else we're gonna have to do this shit all over again. Had so-and-so time. Ah, perfect. Please, 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 please. Victory! Okay. Oh, no. We good. Oh, fuck me. Okay. Woo-hoo-hoo. Oh, man. Finally. The 30 days of lessons were completed and the day of the final exam was upon us. Everyone came out to bid good luck to Jiak Shichun on her way to the final exam. My lady, I have nothing but absolute faith that you will be able to complete this final exam just as excellently as you have all the others. It is most likely you will be facing off against a skilled foe from the Xue or the Shi family. Of course, you will doubtlessly wipe the floor with them. I have taught you all that I know. I hereby give you permission to leave this boot camp. Booties. Sorry, Lieutenant. Thank you for all your, well, all your time invested in me. You got this, Christian. Guys, you really didn't have to all come out here to see me off. Still, I have undying faith that you will emerge victorious, my lady. However, Ji Gong and I have also prepared about 21 alternative solutions in case things go awry. So please don't worry yourself too much. Do you have faith in me or not? Upon our return to the classroom, we were greeted by an unexpected guest. Must be very nice to Big Shi Chun, to have so many teachers from all walks of life helping her out. Yo, what? It had been a while since we last saw Xua Bao Chai, which was during the regular assembly. What are you doing here, Big Sis Bao Chai? I couldn't stop myself from paying you all a visit out of pity. If only Chichun and Bao you both smiled on like nothing happened. Our blossoming years would have been peaceful still. Big Sis, please stop talking to me like that. I didn't know you could ever say such a thing. By you, it has always been this way. If a fruit had fully ripened, we have to seize it and taste the juices before anyone else. How did you become the antagonist of this intervallo? You helped us immensely in the previous canto. We can't just let go. We can't stand emptiness. My brother couldn't. My parents couldn't. But you, who was born and raised on the very same soil we were, how do you walk so softly, so lightly? I don't. My footsteps are no longer light. Every step, every sight I hold in my eyes as the days go by fills me with abundance. I'm only trying to accept everything as it is, without asking for more or less. But how could one could do nothing but watch when we're surrounded by such fragrance? What more do you seek, Big Sis? I want to be closer, that my hands may reach you. Oh, Jesus. We're gonna have to deal with a fucking... Oh, no. We're gonna have to deal with a yandere. It's gonna... Oh, no. It's gonna be a tsundere versus yandere situation. Oh, motherfucker. Have you already forgotten who had sent you that guest lecturer? Shi Chun's palanquin isn't headed to the exam site, is it? No, it's not. It's heading to Big Sis Yuan Chun's exam site. Blasted scoundrels! I must hasten after the palanquin before I lose track of them. We sprint outside even before Xua Bao Kai finished. Wow. That's Trava. Fellas, shouldn't we also get going? Calm yourselves for a moment. Ji Gong swiftly came between us, clearly having taken a gauge of the situation. It has been too long since the palanquin has departed. It is better to move based on concrete evidence, not urgency. Though a beast seems to have chosen the latter. I think I heard the faint sound of hooves coming from the direction Ji Gong was glancing in. So this is what you've chosen. Yes, the exams he's taken thus far were all meaningless lies. I could have shared this earlier, but I decided to follow my own heart, as you have decided to follow yours. Shit. We deserved that one. Hey. She had one, and she got one. Okay? Now we're even. Bao Kai smiles sweetly. So now, what fragrance do you smell from me? I smell nothing. Xua Bao Kai left this room wordlessly upon hearing that reply. You just have to give me this picture at the end, assholes. Of course. The drunk bastard obviously didn't have any ill intent at all. Yes. Well, okay, that is an aura. It's stinky. It's so... It is so how would you call it? Not unhinged, not creepy. Um, Kinda creepy. Like, what's the word I'm looking for here? Wait a minute. Unsettling. There we go. That's the word I was looking for. It's unsettling to have the victory screen, but not have any sound at all. They knew what they were doing with that one. This is also a good moment to recall that Podao assassins that came after Hongla after first round were all non-Heishuk mercenaries. One person likes to employ tools she won't be tracked by. True. You don't need to admit you food fetish for her. What the fuck are you talking about? Man, take your fucking breather and stop reflecting yourself in my words. We already know Collider. Okay, Master, you can also take your breather. You and Labyrinth can go both. Crazy projection. No, projection. That's the word I needed. Not reflection. Projection, excuse me. Crazy projections indeed. Yeah. Yo, I... 1/3 of the intervalos finished. So what was the bad ending? Man, the growth went perfectly. Actually, Sinclair came out a little bit more powerful than Xichun, ironically enough. Not yet, keep going. Unfortunately, I don't have time. So how much more will the next one take? Oh, it's finals. Okay, let's go one last one. Okay, I cannot blue ball you like this. No. It might take like 30 more minutes or so. Fine. The terrible jest Jia Yuanchun plays down to the very last day. Too much time has passed already. I have already given her clan, including Wei, instructions to keep their eyes on the Palanquin, as I observed much strangeness from the Palanquin bearers. Yet there are many places to which one may covertly kidnap the family hierarch. We can finish the intervallo, the night is long. No, it isn't. I am hungry and tired. The night may be long, but I really do want to keep things, a little balanced. I have been streaming for almost 3 hours already. Still, we have to. On Sunday, maybe? On Sunday, maybe, yeah. Your heart is still in a rush. I do not mean to imply that we will abandon her to fate. Look, I have selected a few places on the map with the highest probabilities of being their destination. As the time is not on our side, the Heisupax and your team will have to mobilize separately to explore all possible options. Amongst them, I aim to send you towards this place. Indeed, the glorified internment camp of Hongyuan, now shut down. Pingan Residential Support Zone. It is the policy Jia Yanchun and the former Jia Mu pursued. Because you don't stream Saturdays. Yeah, except if things change. Only 3 hours, you can easily do more. Yes, I can, but as I said, I do not really want to push myself too much. Rarely stream on Saturdays. Crazy stream was the Kanto 8 one. Yep, I hope we can get another stream like that for Kanto 9. We will, eventually. The policy was indefinitely tabled and the zone was closed off, as many voiced reluctance to pass it, but I find it hard to believe that Jia Yanchun would admit a defeat so easily. Oh yeah, not to mention that I have grown tired of fucking reading. Like, don't get me wrong, I love the game, but fuck me if I am to always, talk as well as read. It really exhausts me far more. Man, I so wish the intervalos were also voiced right off the bat, just like the cantos. It is a secluded space, perfectly to secretly bring harm to the family hierarchy, not to mention the symbolic value it carries. I hope she's okay. Wow. Have some faith in your pupil. You have taught her to the best of your abilities, have you not? I trust that she will be able to fend off herself until our arrival. Yeah, she trained really hard for the entire month. The only reason Jia Yanchun would employ such under-the-table tactics is because she knows that a fair match would not be in her favor. So let's yank her hand out from under the table and make her regret it. Alright then. You have unlocked Canto 9 practically, because the intervallo is easy as fuck. I wish I had memes for you, but I don't. That's okay. Next time. Wait, that was the... Bro, I wanted to see the results. Is this the results? Hierarch Rescue Operation. Will it take long? By the way, from here, which... Oh, what the... Is this the... Yeah. The escort con... Shunokun. Man, I have to grind more shit. The music is nice. Alright, what do we have? Oh wow, I only have 3. Oh, come on now, bro. Well, hopefully I'll be able to actually find... Yeah, if I find... No, it's gonna be 100%. It's not gonna be 120%. That bugs me a little bit, but that's okay. Use my Hangla. Pissed off for you. I can use your Hangla. It'll come naturally. What? It's just some fights left. It will come naturally, I see. Like I said, the last stream, you have like 6 actual combat nodes after the dungeons. I understand that, but when do I see the results? Because if I am to play through the entirety of the intervallo in order to see the results, then I guess I'm gonna have to stop here and continue on the next stream. The Invader started, you have 1 month. Unique Hangla, which I have on my support, yeah. In the final fight. Okay, well. So sorry everyone, but I guess the stream ends here. I really don't have any, I don't have enough energy to go through 6 nodes of dialogue plus fights. If tomorrow things do change, I'm gonna go right ahead and stream Limbus tomorrow. If it's not gonna be tomorrow, then it's gonna be the day after, okay? Yeah, don't push it. Thank you for understanding. Hey, but we did manage to actually get the true ending. Like, think about that. Is this the new Oh man. This picture is scary. I literally, like... Where did I saw it? I'm pretty sure I saw it in one of my recommended in... I didn't know that this was like a new ID for for Ismael. I'm pretty sure it was just a few days ago. Wait a minute. Let me go find it real quick. The comment I read was wild. I want to find it and show it to you because I get the feeling that you're not really gonna believe me if I am to tell you. Tell you myself, I found it. Here, like, make of this what you will. I'm not gonna say a thing, but I opened up like about 3 days ago my Twitter, and this is literally the first post I see. Some people have issues. Was nice seeing you again. Indeed it was. I appreciate everyone dropping by as well. You did manage to hit the mark. I do have a meme for you. Okay, I'm gonna check. That age so gentlemanly, Cliff. Man, you actually did caught it. The guy actually is called Gentleman Heathcliff. Wow. Wow. Okay, so let me open up Discord real quick. I guess if you have something to show me, we can do that real quick. Nothing I've DM'd you. We can check that as well. Have a keen eye, Collider. You were really fast to check even the username. I had not noticed the username. Okay, is this it? Yes, this must be it. The assault the enemies in that direction. Understood, manager. Removing that direction. Okay, wait a minute. I'm intrigued.
내일도 좋은 컨디션으로 임하시려면
Excuse me.
일찍 자두는 것이 좋습니다.
Excuse me, Lady Utis. Give me 1 second. It's always with voice. Wait. Big screen. There we go. Oh yeah, I forgot he had one of those egos. I forgot he had one of those egos. Damn, I want to get that ego eventually. Man, 4,000 damage. 4,000! Oh, there we go. Fuck around and find out. Okay. Is this the meme? It's called Crash-Bound Past. I think you've told me before. I really need to get it if it's, shardable.
All right, today we're going to talk about how we can find out and how much we can find out and what it takes to get there. So first we have to decide how much do we want to find out. So let's say in this case, I want to find out
He's
at a
hiding
level
the
of
fuck
7.
around.
Okay, so I find that level on my graph and I come horizontally to my gradient line. Where it intersects with my gradient line, I'm going to come straight down to where it intersects with my fuck around line. That there is going to tell me how much I have to fuck around to find out what I need to find out. See, as you can see,
It's an actual
the more you
science.
fuck around, the more you're going to find out. And also, if you stay down here and you never fuck around, you'll never find out. So I hope this lesson is helpful. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you indeed, teacher. Well, unfortunately for most of us, I want to find out, so I'm gonna have to fuck around now, don't I? Anyway, not charitable. Shit! Okay, I'm gonna have to get it in a banner then. Classic. Anyway, I think I'm gonna have to, get going now. I'll see you all next stream. Not next day, next stream. Have a good weekend, okay? Get some rest. And, well, the next stream is obviously gonna be, once again, Limbus, because I do owe you that. After Limbus, I should probably lock in a little bit more on ZZZ, because there's still stuff to wrap up from there, too. Anyway, bye-bye. Later. See ya. Wait a minute, I should probably put the music, yes, because, yeah. Yeah. Nah, yeah. Bye-bye. Later.